Greetings, fellow horror fans.
This is Freaks Movie Reviews, a new channel to bring everyone who just loves horror movies together. We are at the third episode of Spider Month. If you haven't seen the other two yet, here they are. I know November is over by now, but Spider Month certainly isn't. No, we keep going until we find a spider movie that is worth watching. Because I want to get something nice in return for all my suffering. Just one spider flick that is really good, that's all I ask. And I assure you it has nothing to do with the fact that editing these reviews took more time than I first anticipated, so I couldn't get all 4 reviews finished in time. It absolutely, positively has nothing to do with that. We had CGI spiders, we had ticks, so what to review now? More CGI spiders! You thought one giant CGI arachnid was horrendous? Well, here's a bunch. Oh, and they sound like Ewoks. This is Eight-Legged Freaks. Spiders. Apparently, the original title was Arack Attack, but David Arquette's improvised line had more of a ring to it, so they decided to go with that.
Wow, that's actually better.
So that means that both Arack Attack and Eight-Legged Freaks are still better than the title Spiders. I'm sorry, I know I have to let it go, that movie is behind me now, I'm sorry. Eight-Legged Freaks looks fairly promising. Okay, the CGI effects again are horrible, but other than that, the production value looks pretty high and the cast looks pretty promising. David Arquette, a young Scarlett Johansson, that guy from Cool Runnings, so let's not beat around the bush any longer and take a look. We open with a black hippie who's rambling on the radio about
space aliens.
Again with the aliens. Why do all spider movies reference science fiction? Is it like one of Newton's laws? 1. An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion. 2. Every spider movie has to have an alien fetish. 3. The cake is a lie. So this guy is basically a cliché conspiracy nut. Listening to his broadcast is this cliché truck driver, who's driving a crappy truck filled with toxic waste. Why do they always transport the most dangerous of chemicals in the most crummiest of vehicles? Look, one rabbit on the road and the whole town dies of radiation poisoning. Good job! We then see the cliché oddball of this movie, and yes, he dies first, who has a spider farm. He fishes bugs out of the pond that is infected with the toxic waste. Wait, so he has to physically catch all the spider food in the wild? He must have like hundreds of spiders. How does he do that? Couldn't he just buy insects at the pet store or something? Or at least breed them? Oh, and the crickets? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. They don't live in the water, do they? Feeding these contaminated crickets to the spiders makes them grow unnaturally large. So wait, why don't the crickets themselves grow large? Or any animal near the water for that matter? Shouldn't there be huge fish and frogs and a bum in this movie? God almighty, we are 4 minutes in and nothing makes any sense whatsoever.
4 fucking minutes?
1 week later, we see this cliché bland nerdy Harry Potter kid who also has a fetish for these monsters, as most kids do. By the way, see those spiders? Yeah, enjoy those, because it's the last time you'll see real spiders in this movie. After this, it's ungodly CGI all the way. Oh look, one of the spiders escapes. Hey, here's an idea. Maybe the spiders would stay in their cages if you closed them.
The door must be closed!
Oh man, am I in trouble?
Wait, you're in trouble? Then why didn't you set your alarm like 10 minutes earlier? Okay, so the oddball gets bitten by the escaped spider and... Wait, so all the other spiders escaped as well? When did that happen? Okay, I'm just gonna stop here for a second. What the hell is going on? In these first couple of scenes, there is not a single thing that makes sense. Or was this movie written by babies? Let's move on. Another week later, we see David Arquette, who plays the cliché loner hero with a tragic backstory, but a kind heart. He's been away for 10 years apparently, but now that his father died, he comes back to take over his mining business. So after 10 years, he just shows up to take over the company and everyone's just okay with that?
Well, it's nice to know you didn't forget everything we taught you.
Who was in charge before his arrival then? Steve?
It's Chris.
And his own mother didn't recognize him first. She's looking right at him. We see the Harry Potter kid again, who stumbles upon his mom, who's a cliché hot sheriff chick, and her cliché bumbling idiot deputy. Oh, how original these characters are.
Some jerk tossed a barrel of chemicals off the road.
Wait, so it took 2 weeks for this barrel to be discovered? How didn't anybody notice this? Then they stumble upon the cliché rebellious teen daughter, played by Scarlett Johansson, who's just a bland, lazily written bitch in this movie.
I really need to use the phone.
No, you don't. You have no friends.
Okay, the whole town comes together to the mall to discuss their town going broke.
How do we know that this isn't just another one of your get-rich schemes?
Oh look, the mayor is a cliché, jackass, corrupt redneck douchebag. Haven't seen that before. Jesus, these people are just as complex as characters on The Simpsons.
We will now hear suggestions for the disbursement of the $2 million.
Don't you mean $3 million?
Of course.
This is for landowners only?
Well, I am a landowner, Wade.
Hey, Chris McCormick.
Wait, you didn't see his face? How come you didn't recognize him here, but you did here? Is David Arquette's performance so bland he just blurs into the background? Please God, tell me those spiders are close.
This is a government cover-up, isn't it?
I'm just gonna jump ahead to some spider stuff. Okay, here's one. Did the cat just go, huh? What is this, the cat from outer space?
Don't tell me he went into the drywall again. We're gonna have to give Zeke cat food, and he hates cat food.
If he hates cat food, then why are you trying to use it to lure him?
That cat is spoiled rotten. If he was a kid, we'd have to send it to military school.
Military school? That is the dumbest line of dialogue I've ever heard.
Zeke-doodle.
You're not going to get him out of the wall by just waving cans in front of it saying tuna.
Tuna.
And tuna isn't cat food, it's fish. What? Are those the visual effects of this movie? These make the effects of spiders look like Avatar.
Avatar.
Next scene, next scene.
Is that a stun gun?
You're giving your teenage daughter a taser gun? What kind of sheriff are you?
I'm not gonna get pregnant at 16. I'm not gonna stay here for the rest of my life and be like a trailer.
I can't help it. You just bring out the beast in me.
Brett, back off!
Oh dude, you tasered him in the dick. You don't taser a guy in the dick. Oh, you think this is funny? What the hell is wrong with you? You're even crazier than Tinkerbell. Next scene. Oh yeah, this whole place is full of spider webs that could only come from a spider the size of a dinosaur. Let's go in there. Hey, kid, you just saw a spider 4 times your size. How about showing a little emotion?
But you're not gonna believe me because I'm the kid and they never believe the kid.
No one believes the kid, huh? Oh yeah, this movie is so self-aware. Well, maybe David Arquette would believe this fucking kid if he acted like this was a big deal. Seriously, his performance makes Keanu Reeves look like, ugh, I don't know, good actors. Sorry, I'm too angry to make a decent joke right now. Next. Oh yeah, suck on the hose. That's always a good idea. What if just the water came back out of it? There would be a big fucking hole in his head. Okay, what's the mayor doing? Wait, he has the same computer and desktop layout as the kid? Okay, so his ostriches are getting eaten one by one. Okay, fine. So now he's alarmed, right? No, the next scene he's in, he's just eating at the mall. This film is shit! It is so bad, and we're not even at 1/3. Yes, apparently it's a horror comedy. The only problem is that it's not scary and it's not funny, so it fails at both things it tries to be. But what surprises me even more is how many people like this film. Really? You think this is a good... Wait a minute. Great CGI? What? Yes, apparently there are people on this planet who think Eight-Legged Freaks is a good movie because it is an homage. It is supposed to be campy, it's supposed to be bad, because it hints and winks at those cheesy monster movies from the 50s, like Them, or Tarantula, or Giant Leeches. Oh, so it's an homage, is it? Oh, is that why it's got shitty writing, shitty characters, shitty dialogue, shitty acting, shitty effects, and it's an all-around shitty movie? To make a good parody, First, you have to understand the source material. That is essential. Because if you don't, instead of laughing with the bad films, you just add another one to the list. You can't just take all the bad cliches from a movie only to make another bad cliche movie. A good parody is self-aware of the flaws and the overused cliches of the genre it spoofs while staying loyal to the roots of the genre. Tremors is still a brilliant monster movie. Scream is a solid slasher. Cabin in the Woods is a damn good horror movie, but you need some intelligence and cleverness to pull this off. I'm just skipping ahead now. Okay, what's this? A chase scene. The spies look fake, so I don't care. Next, the phones are down. Okay, so how are they gonna warn the whole town that there are giant spiders everywhere? Broadcasted on the radio station of the guy talking about aliens and anal probes all day. Oh sure, people will believe that.
Everyone meet at the Prosperity Mall.
You're telling them to gather at the mall? While the spiders are literally everywhere on the streets, you're telling them to go out on the streets? Wait, now you warn people through the speaker of the police car? Then why didn't you do that in the first place?
Doesn't anyone have a cell phone around here?
You can use mine, as long as you're willing to climb a mountain to get a signal.
Why does a mayor have a cell phone if there's no reception anywhere in town? What's this? How is that spider moving that tent? It's not physically possible. Dumb. Blame.
Hey, how did I get up here? I'm afraid of heights.
That's it. Fuck this movie. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for this nervous breakdown. We will be back next episode with a review of Arachnophobia.